Well, hello and welcome once again. My name is Dr. Charles Richard, and I've got a new video for you. I've been doing video and photography for over 40 years, and I started a very long time ago, and I've always kept it as a hobby. I've never really done it as a form of work. I mean, it's work definitely, but I've never really done it in a professional way where I actually do weddings or stuff like that and get paid for it. No, I've always done it for my own myself, and plenty of it. I can guarantee you, there's plenty of it. And as you know, this year I started a new series. All right, the series mostly focused on photography, film, taking it the old-fashioned way, by using a roll of either 120 or 135, and you put the roll in the back of your camera, and it has either 20 images, photos that you can take, or 36. The norm right now is 24 and 36. And yeah, and so this is what I've sort of changed this channel to focus more in the older style, because I think the richness of it brings much more cinematic value to the table and more things. But as I continue to grow and experiment, right? I find, and it's always a learning process. You really never stop learning, and if you think that you know something, and you actually stop being what we call, you stop being teachable, that's when you really, really, sort of mess up, so don't do that, okay? But anyways, one of the things that I learned is one of my previous videos that I just recently did, maybe a month and a half ago, was about what is in my bag. Now, that bag that I used, which was the Louis Vuitton bag, very good, very nice. It's a $2,000 bag. All right, so I'm not gonna kid you around. It's an expensive bag. All right, and everything fits very nicely. I like the way it fits. The problem that I'm having with that bag is that it draws too much attention. Everybody knows that a Louis Vuitton bag is expensive, and some of the times that I've tried to go out and shoot, people were always complimenting me about, oh, how nice the bag is and everything. So it was like a statement that was sort of telling, individuals. And we, of course, when you're going out in the world and you're going out to take photos and filming, yeah, you actually come across good people and bad people, and so it was sort of like saying, hey, that guy's got money, that guy's got something expensive inside that bag, most likely, right? And I became a target, and I didn't like that feeling. Because although I'm always, with my wife, and I'm always with my service dog, right? And my service dog, being a German Shepherd, scares a lot of people away, and that's a very a truth about her, and that's a good thing. But you still, I still felt that I was a little bit too loud, so I changed my bag, and I changed it, and I found something in a local camera store that I actually buy a lot of my stuff, and I liked it because it is small, which I've always liked the idea of it being small. I'm not the kind of person that wants to carry a big bag, and then, number one, because of my age, I'm in my 60s, and number two, it takes sort of the fun away from it, because you want something as light as possible. I know that my camera is super heavy, all right, so it's sort of contradictory, but there's a difference there, and I'll sort of, explain it a little bit later on the video. So, anyways, I got a smaller bag. So, what did I get? I got a used bag, Well, used because in the place that I go sells used equipment. It sells and it's very very good condition. It was almost like brand new. And so let me show you what I got. This is the bag that I got. All right, it's very small. Okay, I don't know if you can see it there. See how small that is? All right, very 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 small. All right, it is a sort of like a messenger bag. All right, it is made by ProMaster. Okay, I don't know if you can see it there. It's made by ProMaster. It is they call this series here. Let me see if I can see the. I just saw it right over here. Here we go. Okay, it's on this side. ProMaster, the Blue Ridge M, the Blue Ridge M, and so you can use it like a little, like a tote bag, or you can use it with this wonderful strap. Just which is how I like to do it, and I put it as a messenger bag, and it's like really really comfortable, and so. I learned that something like this is very, it's very on on um, on flashy, if that's maybe the proper word, right? But anyways, it doesn't tell you or tell people out there that it's like a lot of money and that sort of stuff. Now, does it look like a camera bag? Yes. Okay, it looks like a camera bag, but being that it's a small one, they usually sort of, stay away from those lights or whatever you want to call them, right? Or become a target, I should say, right? And so when I open it up, I'll show you how I got my setup in here. Um, you can open up two ways. Okay, it's got a zipper on the it's got a zipper in the. I'm not good at these bag videos. I know somebody on here on YouTube that's all she does. Her name is Sly. Bless her heart. So anyways, it has an opening here where you can just reach in, or you can actually open it up through the side over here. All right, and there you go. And so it's got compartments, which I use. All right. And oh, by the way, and I got a lot of new stuff, okay, that I got to show you. One of the things that I got is, I'll tell you in a couple of minutes. I'm using it right now. And so here's my, can you see it there? That is my Nikon F, okay, with the Photomic FTN viewfinder, and the lens, which I'm going to be talking about in one of the next videos, which is a zoom lens, a 35 to 70 millimeter 3.5 all the way across. Okay, it's not a variable through it's 3.5, and it's really nice. It's actually nicer than the other lens that I had. And I keep in here. Here's something new that I have added to my kit. This is this is the case, okay, because I'm using the mic right now. This is a Shure, okay. This is the Shure mic that I attached to the iPhone 11 that I'm using to record this. It is a Shure MV88. All right, a very very good mic. All right, it's cardio. It's got all kinds of settings. Really really professional. And my iPhone, obviously I keep this in my pocket, but this is the case that I have. And then I have on the front, okay, I got my let me see if you can see it there. I got a place for my battery, my backup battery, like a Arca battery, just right here. All right, and then I've got my hoodie for my lens. Okay, my filters. All right, so it's got plenty of space, plenty of space. And then in the back, oh, it's got a rain guard. It's got a beautiful rain guard right in here. I'm not going to take it out because it's a pain in the butt to get it back in. And then in the back, I got a compartment right over here, which I have a little felt zipper back, little case. Let me see if I can take it out right here. Okay, you can see it right there. See it right there. All right, and inside that little case, I got all my cables and adapters to charge my phone and my battery and stuff like that. So, anyways, it is a very, very nice and very well made bag. Used, I paid only $20 for it. So, was it worth it? Absolutely. The material, this brand here, ProMaster, is probably one of those brands that, unless the camera store carries that brand, it's not like a Manfrotto or a what's the other one, a Lowell or whatever it is, but it is very, very well made, extremely well made. I've used these. Even they make tripods. They make all kinds of stuff. And this particular one was brand new. Okay, somebody didn't like it, and they sold it to the shop, and it's made out of a like a very rough material, sort of feels like a jean type material. Very comfortable, very, 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 very comfortable. And so it's small, and it has a compartment on the back, which I can fit my iPad. It'll fit a not a 12.9. It'll fit an 11-inch iPad or smaller, no problem at all. And so it's a I think it is a good selection, for protection and for carrying just enough of what you need, and that's exactly what I'm using it for. I still have a lot of room. I still have enough room to put where I have my case for my iPhone. That is, but for my iPhone right here, that's where I put my flash. Okay, and that's all you need. That's all you need, guys. That's all you need. So I think it's a good add-on for how I want to travel, and I want to travel safe. I don't want headaches of trying to see if I'm going to get mugged and all that stuff. That doesn't make it, that doesn't make it nice. And so this is my new bag. Okay, now what I have acquired in this last trip that I did to my camera shop is kind of like my toy store. And I say it's kind of like my toy store because when you go to a camera shop and they got such great stuff, and they are such great guys. And on top of all of that, you get, they really select their stuff. They really, really select their stuff, and their prices are great. Then yeah, by all means. um, and yeah, so anyways, I paid $20 for it. Okay, I think it was worth it. uh, and brand new. um, the idea behind this is to just carry what you saw there. And obviously I have my well, I'm saying obviously, you guys don't know because you can't see it. I have a new tripod, a little it's a little selfie stick, which comes with a metal mount for the phone. I'm very, very keen about picking the mounts for my phone. I like them to be metal, because I've had really, really good experiences with those. And it's small, very small, very comfortable. So the tripod, the little selfie stick, which actually breaks down really, really small, fits in here very, very nicely. And the new add-on, which is what you're listening to right now, the Shure, the MV88. It's an awesome mic, because you can adjust it with cardio, stereo, all kinds of stuff, and so it's definitely a plus. I'm gonna do another video on that. But that's really all I want to carry. So when I go travel, which by the way, there's some new things that I will be letting you know. I am moving from Florida, me, my wife, and my dog Eve. That's her name. We're gonna be moving to California. Okay, so that's a new, okay, something new. So that's what you guys know. We are in the planning stages right now. Not about the house because we already, we already acquired the house, but we are in the planning stages. I cannot fly because just a really quick update. I cannot fly because I have medical issues right now that puts me in a high danger. So we're going to take the train. All right. We're going to go from Orlando, okay, to Washington D.C. All right, we're gonna be there for 3 days, 4 days, and I'll fill you in. But we're really excited about this. We're gonna be there about 3 days, 4 days. We're gonna cover the Smithsonian and all that stuff, and I want to bring you videos because it's gonna be nice. Okay, it's gonna be really nice because we're gonna get to be able to do all this. You know what I'm saying? And then from there we have to go because we got to kind of do it this way because although we're going from here to California, there's not an Amtrak. We're taking the Amtrak. We're not going to be able to take an Amtrak from Orlando to California. You have to go up all the way to DC, and then we got to come back down through Atlanta, all right, and go all the way to, we're going to go all the way to New Orleans. Okay, we're gonna be there for 3 days, because of the Mardi Gras and all this. Bring a little bit of excitement there, and then we're gonna take the train from New Orleans all the way to LA. All right, so that's coming in the next couple of weeks. All right, so I'm gonna be really excited to see something. I'm finally leaving. Okay, Florida. And the main reason that I'm leaving Florida is not because I don't like Florida. I love Florida, but Florida doesn't really have good hospitals, good doctors for the condition that I'm in. And so I find better. Actually, in the top five, two hospitals in the top five in the world, okay, are over there in California. So enough of that, okay. But just to bring you a little bit a heads up of what's coming this year. And definitely, so this was the change that I did. Okay, every time I go to that little, I call it my toy store, camera store, I always end up buying something, and I always find really great deals. And I think that if you start looking, in your area for camera stores that sell used equipment, it can be bags, tripods, and sometimes you have certain thrift stores that actually have really nice stuff too. That's also another way that you can, save quite a bit of stuff. And not everything, not everything that you use for photography needs to come from a camera store nor a thrift store. All right. I have seen guys that have used stuff, from Home Depot, a case or a cart, or what I'm saying, to be able to meet a need, right? That is going to be used for photography. Become creative. Try to save money. You don't really need to be spending all this amount of money, just because something says, oh, this is for a camera. All right. The last video that I saw was a very, very smart guy. He had an issue where his light stands, okay, when you're in the outside and when you're putting light stands, to do your flash photography, right, for your models and stuff like that, they kept falling off. Okay, they kept falling off, even though he would put 10-pound bags, 25-pound bags. When it's windy, it's windy. You know what I'm saying? And so what he did was he bought, okay, like a grocery cart, right? And then he puts all his heavy equipment, his bags, his backpacks and everything inside the actual cart itself. And he got a painter's pole, all right? And he actually clamped it to the side of it. And then on the top, he got an adapter, all right, to put his lightings, his flashes, his lights, and it has given him quite a much better experience, okay, because now he's got all that extra weight, and as soon as he gets everything from his cart, because you know how it works, okay, because when you're doing photography and you're carrying all this gear, lights and all this other stuff, you usually end up putting it in a cart. So now this cart, is actually his light stand, and it gives him a better, a better solution for a problem that he used to have. Be creative, so that's what I'm trying to tell you is you don't always have to get everything that is meant for photography to be able to do things in the world of photography. A good guy to see is a gentleman. He's been doing all this kind of stuff. His name is Marcus Pix. He gives you a lot of great ideas and tries to show you how to do things with little money. And he tells you, he focuses a lot on lights. Okay, he loves lights more than anything else. Because lighting is key, all right. But he will tell you, he will show you, the difference between using this cup, in front of your frontal light or your flash, and how much more light you get out of it. And yeah, it's a good guy to take a look, and he's always giving stuff out. Okay, this guy gives so much stuff out; it's incredible. But anyways, I'm not gonna make this video too long. This is the new bag, okay, that I got. All right. I like it. You don't have to go out and spend $200 or $100 and some dollars, because these bags are brand new, are over $100. All right. You can always find stuff. Just look around, guys. Look around. Look around. Look around. And yes. And so my next video. Or one of my next videos, okay, I cannot tell you it's going to be my next video because that'll be a lie. All right. But I'm going to try. I'm definitely making a video on, and I posted something very briefly, all right, as a reel, all right, and I am going to be talking about using the Nikon F camera, right, or any analog camera, using it, combining the technology that was so cinematic and so rich, with those film, the actual film itself, and combining it with technology. How do I do that? Very briefly, the technology that I use is technology that is giving me the ability through my phone, that allows me to look at light, measure the light like a light meter. All right. At the same time, it will log my photo, right, and log it with all the information that I want to put on it. What was my aperture, what was my everything. You know what I'm saying? And it allows me to do that, and I mount it right on top of the camera. All right, I got this new rig, okay, that I mounted right on top of the camera, and yeah. Definitely you gotta see that video, because it's coming. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I did not show you much of camera, because it's all about the bag. All right, but I am still using the camera. It's coming out really good. I love it a lot. Okay, I'm still using my Nikon, okay, my Nikon F. All right, and I'm using it with I think this is the lens because of the colors. There's a zoom. It's a 35 to 70. Look at that. Look at that beauty. It's a 75, a 70. I'm sorry, a 35 to 70 millimeters. Okay, 3.5 all the way around. It's a Nikon lens, and it's small. It's heavy. It's small. It matches the weight of the Nikon F. It keeps the camera balanced. It keeps it very nice. It's a gorgeous, when I compare it to the other lens that you saw here, this is a much better solution. And then I have the hoodie, a little rubber hoodie, which gives me a lot of safety and little glares. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about this lens next. And the reason that I didn't do this video first is because I'm waiting for the photos to come back from the lab so I can post it here, because I've been posting stuff about lenses and stuff, but I haven't posted the actual photos that I took, because I'm doing the videos, and that's a big mistake that I've been doing. I've been doing the videos prior to getting the photos, okay, which they all are coming out, okay, but I have not been adding those photos to the videos, and I apologize for that, because I just caught myself doing that very recently. I think it would be the video more interesting if I gave you the review of a lens, but also have the photos from the lab to show you, okay, throughout the video, what the lens can do, and tell me if you agree with that, okay? And if you have any ideas, let me know, guys. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna make this short. I blabbed a little bit too long, and until the next video, you'll have a great day. Bye bye.